View, the government isn't endorsing the use of medical marijuana, but they do say there could be benefits for some patients. So should Congress remove the Schedule I classification that says marijuana has no medical uses, thus changing the penalties associated with pot? Pete, let's start with you.
Yes, of course, Randy. I mean, the only reason not to is if you're not going to make money off of it. I think most people understand at this point it's the pharmaceutical industry and we found out the alcohol industry that is behind the opposition to legalizing marijuana, especially for medicinal purposes. It has been proven to help people with cancer, glaucoma, AIDS. I know a lot of people who use it for multiple sclerosis. There's a lot of activism behind it. It's not addictive. Listen, a lot of these painkillers out there are really, really terrible. They can kill you if you overdose on them, but pharmaceuticals make a lot of money on them, Randy.
Yeah. Congressman, would you like to weigh in on that?
Well, certainly so. I mean, remember, decades ago, people were advertising supposed health benefits of tobacco. Lots of medications been pulled off the market because even though they had some benefits, that was outweighed by the multiple side effects. And when we're talking about the U.S. government standards, do what I did. I went a half hour ago to the White House website, to the Office of National Drug Control Policy. I pulled off a couple of their fact sheets that are on the White House website right now, talking about the fact that whatever may be medical benefits are outweighed by side effects. Things like causing mental illness, impairing your ability to think, impairing your memory, plus the fact that marijuana smoke has far more carcinogens in it than tobacco smoke does.
So you think that would outweigh any benefits, the fact they have to smoke it?
Well, absolutely. And the ingredient in marijuana that has some therapeutic effect has been isolated and refined out away from the other things. It's been on the market for 25 years in a medication known as Marinol. So the beneficial portion of marijuana ingredients is already available as a prescription drug without adding the 400 some odd other chemicals that are in it, without getting the marijuana high, which is what really a lot of people are after, and without getting all these side effects that come from smoking marijuana.
Pete, I know you want to respond to that.
Well, listen, I mean, I could argue all of those points, but I would just simply say, what are the side effects of painkillers like Vicodin and OxyContin? They're tremendously addictive. They're a real problem for today's high school kids. And, of course, this would be prescription as well. I took a phone call from a veteran the other day on my radio show who'd had severe burns across most of his body. He tried everything. He was getting addicted to many of the painkillers. Marijuana was the only thing that helped him. Unfortunately, he can't get that legally or a prescription for it. This is a drug that actually really does help people. No one is saying go use it recreational or promoting that. The fact is,
there's nothing
if you
unique
can't make
about
money
marijuana
off of
that
it,
way.
then it's not going to be legalized, and government won't get behind it. It's no conspiracy.
Let me just ask quickly before we have
what's really behind this is people want to get the high. Most people that want it legalized.
Not people with AIDS, cancer, and MS. No.
No. It is not. If you read the scientific studies, you'll find that the government studies say it is not the best thing for alleviating those difficulties that people have. There are much better things on the market than so-called medical marijuana.
Pharmaceuticals on the market that are legalized and oftentimes addictive. You're right.
And far more efficacious. Without the side effects of medical marijuana, so-called medical marijuana. Again, you know, look, do what I did. Go to the White House website, to the Office of National Drug Control Policy, see what they say about how it impairs your thinking, your ability to recall.
I agree. Think for yourself.
All the other side effects.
Look it up. Don't go to the White House. Look it up.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad we got one question in. It was an interesting debate, and we'll talk more about it. Thank you both.